W7 Live. We are live with the head coach of the Hamilton Chargers softball team. It is Kaylee Gendrich. Coach, congratulations on a huge win today in GMC Life.
Yeah, it was major, so humbling. I'm really honestly still speechless. Um, and I just try to keep replaying that game in my head, and there's bits and pieces that you remember, and there's bits and pieces that you're like, wait, what happened here?
Well, let's break it
But it
down
was
first of
just,
all. Let's break it
yeah,
down. So, you guys playing Sussex Hamilton. You guys 11-2 coming into play today, and DSHA 12-1. A must win for you guys if you want to have an opportunity to win the conference. And it's one of those things where you get down, you're down 3-1 in the seventh, and a lot of teams are like, or a lot of people would be like, hey, this game's over. But I know you and I know those girls, and there was no
yeah.
chance that you guys were going to quit. Walk me through what happened in that seventh inning.
Well, I just went over it with my coaching staff, and what happened was uh, our the inning before in the sixth inning, our wonderful bottom of the lineup set our top up to go to head into the top of the seventh. And something that I think people don't realize about our entire batting order is it's threatening throughout. There's really no weak spot in our order, and if you're going to overlook one of these kids, you're going to pay for it. So in the top of the seventh, I got Kylie Slots gets on with a nice line drive up the middle. Maddie Kloss hits one back to the pitcher, and they can't get Kylie Slots thrown out at two. That's what happened, and that ignited our dugout, majorly ignited them. Anna Frafford missed a home run by inches to
Anna
win
being
the
Anna.
game. Yep. So that scores a run or two, and then Jay singles up the middle, gets Anna Frafford looking at me at third base, no outs, and I just look at her and I said, I just need you to be safe somehow, some way, whether it's a tag, just be safe. At the end of the day, we still had no outs with Jay at second base. We were in really good shape, and I knew for a fact that in the bottom of the seventh inning, we were going to win that game for sure.
This team, just like I said, I mean, I don't know what to say other than they just don't give up. I mean, it's got to be a special year for you. I mean, let's just backtrack a little bit. Obviously, you were named head coach in 2020. You didn't get a season.
Yeah.
And so, waiting, assistant coach at Waukesha North prior to that. So you finally get your team, your program.
Yeah.
And, to be quite honest, I mean, you inherited some chaos that you had to get organized and get kind of put together. And
Yeah.
again, that's not to dish dirt on anybody before you. It's just when you change coaches, that stuff happens. And
Yeah.
you've been able to get this group to buy into what you're doing. I know you personally, so I know kind of how you operate. And
Yeah.
those kids have really bought into what you're telling them about as far as how to be successful and how the program is going to be successful. Talk about this team and what this season has meant to you. Obviously, we have more to go, so this is not a end
Yeah.
of season. We've accomplished everything we want to do. This is just a point in time. Where you guys are at right now. But talk about how special this team is.
Oh man, that leaves me a little speechless for a little bit. They really just have bought in, and I can't. Oh, I'm so proud of them. I tear up every time I think about them, and I knew we had talent, but at the end of the day, talent will win you most of your games. But on days like today, where you're going in and you're tied for first place in the conference, the team that has the most heart and plays the most together and just does it and has the most tenacity is going to win. And I really do. I pride myself. I'm very proud to be a female head coach. And I do think female head coaches have a little bit of an edge. And we played this game. And I've been in moments like that as a player and as a coach. And on my way to the game today, I kept just reminding myself that, I've been here before in a game like this, and these girls are going to feed off your energy. And we all do. We all feed off that. That energy is magic. And it's a component in a game that needs to be there for sure.
So a big win like this, how do you get them back down to earth? Because I mean, obviously you have more work to do and there's more to go. But how do you get them ready to move on and put this one in the can and move on to the next one?
You just stay focused. You just my philosophy has always been, and me and my coaching staff, we just believe in you win every inning. and you don't look past that. So you don't look who you have the next day. You just stay really focused on staying present in a game and winning every inning.
Well, you guys did that in spades today. 4-3, come from behind victory against DSHA to move into first place in the Greater Metro Conference. And we talk about GMC life all the time. I mean, it's a grind, and you guys are showing you've got what it takes to go the distance. So, hey, good luck next week as we close out the season. And of course, you know, we're behind you guys 1,000% as we get into postseason play. So keep in touch and keep those girls focused and facing forward. We look forward to talking to you soon.
Yes, and thank you for everything you do for the girls.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. Kaylee Gendrich, head coach at Hamilton Softball. You've been watching a special edition